shiny anymore. And the brake dust is hard to get it off. What happens is the way disc brakes work is they dissipate the heat. So the wheels get real hot. So when you go to the car wash, you got real hot wheels, and then all of a sudden, you know, in time, those caustic detergents hit those wheels and begin to break down the clear coat. That's why your wheels don't look as bright and shiny. Now that same thing will happen to the car paint too. There's nothing nicer than a car like this with the bright, the shine, it's brand new, it looks gorgeous. But you've all seen them. They're a couple years old, maybe they came in off lease or something like that. They look kind of hazy, kind of cloudy. You know what I'm talking about? That's the clear coat being attacked, and being destroyed. So we use aluminum oxide nanoparticles, and aluminum oxide is one of the hardest materials known to man. It's like diamonds, but not as hard as those. But if you ever do any refinishing or wet sanding or something like that, you go to the hardware store or Sears Hardware, and the better grade of sandpaper is with aluminum oxide particles because they're so hard. It's like diamonds are hard. So, and since they're nano, just means small, it gets so tightly into these valleys that contaminants can't break through it. Think about, you know, if I had a picture of rocks right here and I'd say, was that full? Well, yeah. Then I put a picture of a little pea gravel and it got around all those big rocks. Now is that full? And then I grabbed a picture of sand and poured that in. That got around the pea gravel and the sand, because the sand molecules are smaller than the pea gravel, which is smaller than the rocks. Now I added water to it. The water molecules are even smaller than sand and it fully gets around it. That's what nanotechnology does. You know, 10 years ago, they could do everything this cell phone does, but it would cost $90,000 and it would fit in your office. Everything would have to fit in your office. Now they can put it on this and you get it for $99 or $199 with a 2-year contract. That's nanotechnology. It just makes it small and tighter. The smaller it is, the harder stuff to get through. So that's what we've done here, is to protect it. We do give the customer a car care kit. It won't void the warranty if they don't use it, but what happens is most people don't know how to take care of their car. I'll pick on Saturn for a minute. Customers would buy a Saturn that's plastic, they get water spotting on it, they get acid rain. They say, I have water spotting on my bathtub. I use soft scrub. Soft scrub on, clear coat off, literally just like that. It would destroy it. People don't know. They look under the kitchen sink. They go to the car wash. They want to protect their cars, but they don't know how. Now, as that customer drives down the road, we give them a car care kit. If they take it and throw it in the garbage can, it doesn't matter. But they're going to get things like road tar. You know, I don't have road tar in a can. I don't know what that is, but I got spray paint. Just regular black enamel spray paint. You can go to Walmart and buy this, a couple of bucks. And the advantage of the spray paint is, you know, if you ever refinish your kid's red wagon or a bicycle or your metal lawn furniture, you clean it up real good, and you spray paint it. The chemicals in here bonded to the old paint, and so it lasts for years. If that didn't happen, first rain, you'd have, you know, a puddle on your driveway from the kid's red wagon, it'd be all red. Right? So this is the bonding. If there wasn't a barrier, my paint protection, this is already bonded, I wouldn't get it off. And if things happen, that's my next trick, I disappear. Trick stays here. But I did this with the Mazda Miata because I figured we had to make it work at the last one of your dealerships we're at, because neither Rick or I could fit in the darn thing. For sure, I couldn't get out, so didn't have a choice. But you have another problem down here, is it's hot. It's very hot, so you get heat. So not only we get the road tar and stuff on it, but it'll also get very hot and bake itself in. Damn, I gotta get a lot longer later. Yeah. And that's the end of my demonstration. Any questions? No. We do give a car care kit. Like I said, if they don't use it, won't void the warranty. But what it does is it cleans off the road tar, the insects, stuff like that. It's an 80% cleaner, 20% protectant. Now, you're such a large dealers group, you guys get hit in detail all the time when people are constantly coming by and say, hey, try this, try that, try mine, here's a sample, try it. Because they know if you try it and you like it, gee, if they just make a buck on every tire you sold, you know, that could be thousands of dollars a month. It's just one product, so I'll try this. Now, Carlos and his guys in detail know the last thing they want to do is take a product that has a lot of grit, a lot of harsh cleaners on clear coat paint, because it'll ruin it. It'll make it look good for a short period of time, but when you wash it, all the little oils and stuff in it go away. So they're going to take it, they're going to rub it on their fingernails, or they'll use the glove or something like that, to enhance the touch. If there's any grit, they can say, I don't want to use this. I don't want to have some kid wreck that paint job. And we give us a product that doesn't have grit. It's 80% cleaner, 20% protectant. So if they had love bugs and stuff on it, began to break down my coating, because my coating is like an anode or a sacrificial lamb. It protects it and keeps it from damaging, damage any further. So it'll clean off the contaminants like we need to, and then it'll restore the shine and the gloss. And you can see right here, it comes right out. I didn't have to do anything special. Didn't have to grit it. And I'm just, since I got a little crazy and carried away, you can see in the first wipe through, you can see where the real hottest spots were from the flames. And all that'll come off. Rick hopes.
Rick hopes.
Hey, Rick, you only had to buy 3 cars this week. I don't know what your problem is. Of course, it's only Tuesday, so. And I'm going to go a little further out because I got a little sloppy there. A little crazy. You ever see that saying, everything you needed to learn in life, you learned in kindergarten? You guys ever hear that? Like a poem? Remember that? I guess not. Okay, it's a book. Either way, I learned how to finger paint in kindergarten. I'm still doing it today. Now we also, so this gives the customer a 5-year full repair warranty. If they get damaged like from love bugs and we can't buff it out and repaint it. Then we add additional products for the interior for both the fabric and the leather vinyl. That's a big difference than you had before, because we'll McDonald's proof the interior. We'll cover everything except the headliner and the floor mats. And what we do in that process is if the customer has a stain, we'll clean it. Can't get it out, we'll have Carlos, or we'll have, we'll send people off, and we have contractors at their home replacement business to clean their interior. If they can't get it out, in most cases we'll replace it.